Hulkenberg has gone quickest through the middle sector, almost got impeded by the Ferrari coming out to the final corner. Hulkenberg crosses the line and he goes up to 6th. Even with a poor final sector, that should see him through into the next part of qualifying. Here's Lando Norris is improving in the first sector. He's definitely safe no matter what happens now. And he's done a personal best first sector in the McLaren car. Bottas improving in the first sector. Isn't going to be enough to get Cadillac into Q2 for the first time ever. Stroll goes 13th fastest behind his teammate Fernando Alonso. Is that going to be enough to get into Q2? As Norris goes quickest through the middle sector. Gasly goes 5th fastest for Alpine. Solid lap for the Frenchman who was on the podium here 3 years ago. Connor Pinto, his teammate, goes up to 9th. That's once again improvement. As Lawson reports that he's had no grip on this tyre, absolutely no grip, as Norris goes up to 2nd fastest, 85 thousandths away from his teammate Oscar Piastri. Bottas misses out by half a second, only P21 for the fin, and his teammate Sergio Perez at the bottom of the field in 22nd. Arvid Lindbergh was taken across the line and goes 5th fastest in the Racing Bulls. Once again, he's looking to go through as Hamilton goes 2nd fastest. Amazing lap right at the end for the Ferrari driver. Ocon goes 14th fastest for Haas. What about Yuki Tsunoda? Is he going to be safely into Q2 on his return to Formula 1? And you know what? 7th fastest for Yuki Tsunoda. That's a stunning effort from the Japanese driver's Behrman is out and only 18th fastest. Albon crosses the line. He goes 15th. Pushes Lance Stroll out of qualifying. Can Gabriel Bortoleto get into Q2? You know what? Yes, he can. 10th fastest for Bortoleto. And pushes now Fernando Alonso out of qualifying. Now it's just down to Carlos Sainz in the Williams, who's coming round the banking for one more time. Is Sainz going to get himself into the next part on qualifying? No, he misses out by 22 thousandths of a second. Only P17 for the Spaniard. And that will be that for Q1 here at Zandvoort. So we got Sainz, Alonso, Stroll, Behrman, Bottas and Perez, the first 6 to be eliminated in Q1, with Piastri and Norris fastest, not by much, at the top of the timings. Lawson has gone 7th fastest. Antonelli, the championship leader, has gone 5th fastest as Lando Norris now crosses the line and he goes fastest by 13 milliseconds from his teammate Oscar Piastri as the Alpine starts his lap. Ocon only P15 in the Haas. He is out of qualifying once again. What about Nico Hulkenberg in the Audi? Does he have pace to get into the top 10 and knock his teammate Gabriel Bortoleto out? No. P13 only for the German driver in the Audi. Here's his teammate Gabriel Bortoleto. He's looking to have pace to get into the top 10. We'll see what it's like for the rest of this lap. Gasly is also trying to see if he can get into the top 10 as well. Poor middle sector for Bortoleto as he's coming out of turn 12 now. Gasly is down on a time he needs to get into the top 10 at the moment as we come around the final corner. Tsunoda's just got 11th fastest. He misses out on his Q3 appearance on his return to the F1 grid as Bortoleto goes 9th fastest and put himself safely into Q3 unless Pierre Gasly can knock off the Lindbergh out. No, only 11th fastest for Pierre Gasly. He misses out and Franco Colapinto aborts the lap. He must have made a mistake somewhere. Both Alpines are out, so Bortoleto and Lindblad should make it through to the final part of qualifying, with the two McLaren separated by just 13 thousandths at the top of the timings here. This could be an interesting Q3 later on. So we lose Gasly, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Colapinto, Ocon and Albon in Q2. The fight for pole comes next. Antonelli, fastest in the first sector. Norris, fastest in the middle sector. And Norris does a 1:11.3. A very, very amazing lap from the reigning world champion. Here's the championship leader, Kimi Antonelli. Does he have enough pace to attack Norris this lap right at the end? Verstappen is not finding pace to challenge for pole. Neither is George Russell, who's a quarter of a second down at the end of the middle sector. Here's Kimi Antonelli in the Mercedes coming up to the line. Can he beat Norris for pole? No, he can't. Only 3rd fastest for Kimi Antonelli. Here's Max Verstappen. Can he put anyone near pole? No, it's only P4 for the Dutchman in his final ever appearance here at Zandvoort. George Russell crosses the line and he goes on to the front row with the fastest final sector as Lewis crossing the line. Only P6 for him and the Red Bull. Here's Charles Leclerc, looking to see if he can put himself probably in the front row or maybe pole. Let's find out. Leclerc crosses the line now for Ferrari, and it's only P4. Bottom one gas driver. Here's Arvid Lindblad in the racing board coming round the banking now. Hamilton's not going to be anywhere near pole. He's 7 tenths down at the end of the sector as Lindblad crosses the line, and only P8 for the rookie ahead of Gabriel Bortoletto. And here's Lewis Hamilton coming round the banking now. This doesn't look like a lap. That'll challenge the top four. Hamilton over the line, and it's only P8 for Lewis Hamilton. The man second in the World Championship with a very poor lap. Bortoletto now coming through the banking now as Norris has gone even quicker through the middle sector. Russell is also finding pace as well. It's looking to be between Norris and Russell for pole here as we're getting close to rain. Bortoletto does 8 fastest for Audi. Ahead of Lewis Hamilton, the Audi's done well. Antonelli goes on to provisional pole on the 111.2, but surely Norris will beat him, and he does by a tenth of a second. It's looking to be back-to-back poles. Fernando Norris again as George Russell goes onto the front row and misses out on pole by a tenth of a second. What about Piastri? Last year's winner. Over the line is only P4 for the Australian in the McLaren. That's a huge shame for him. Here's Graham Lawson. There are spots of rain falling, as you can see in the camera lens, as Lawson crosses the line. Only P7 for the Red Bull driver. And that should be that for Liam Lawson, unless he's got time to do one more run. Arvid Lindblad will now cross the line, and he remains in 10th place. Here is Lewis Hamilton then. Oh, sorry, that's Charles Leclerc coming round the banking. Hamilton is just coming through sector 2 now as Leclerc comes across the line, and he's only P5, 4 tenths off the pace. Here's Hamilton coming out of the banking and coming up to the line now. Where's Hamilton going to put his Ferrari? It's only P5 and 3 tenths off pole, and that is where Ferrari are looking to put that. But there is the man who will be on pole for the Dutch Grand Prix. It's back-to-back poles for the reigning world champion Lando Norris. Car number 1, P1 for the second race in a row, and that is why Norris is the champ.
That was cold. That's such a melody.
Lando Norris with back-to-back pole position.
Back-to-back poles indeed for Lando Norris at a track that he always used to go well at in the past. And Lando Norris will lead the field to green for the Grand Prix on Sunday. What a way to bounce back from the summer break for the defending world champion. Can't wait for the race.